Hi everybody, this is TheHande, and as you can see, this is Mortal Kombat. And here we go. The original Mortal Kombat, I should be precise. And let's start off with Liu Kang. Wait. Just gotta remember what the buttons do. Oh yeah, so this is the DOS version of Mortal Kombat. I think it is. So, let me check. Yeah, so, as advertised, I recently did Brutal Paws of Fury, and I advertised that I was going to do Mortal Kombat eventually. I keep losing track of the buttons, so I'm not playing this with a controller this time, so but yeah, actually, I wanted to say a little bit about Brutal Paws of Fury. That I actually did yesterday. I played a little session of it with just keyboard controls, and I put the note in the video that yes, there actually is a block, but it's you literally have to press down and left, down and back in order for it to activate. So no wonder why it didn't activate. By the way, for full disclosure, again, I think I do have the game set on easy, but I'm not sure. I had the menu up before, but I only reassigned the buttons. I'm doing okay. I'm doing better than I expected. But yeah, you only have limited credits in this game, this version, which kind of sucks. Because this one is also made by, this port also was made by Acclaim, as was the Super Nintendo version, which is the one that I played growing up. That's the version of MK1 that I'm the most familiar with. I also have the arcade collection on my Xbox 360, but because I wasn't sure if I could video capture it, I'm not sure my video capture card can. Yeah, Raiden's gonna be my first bottleneck, I think. Yep, exactly. Alright, so now I have to change, wait, start button. I always forget what the start button is. Wait, what is the start button? Oh, F1. Duh. So, am I starting from the very beginning? Well, I'm gonna go with Raiden next. I think I am. God damn it, I forgot. So this is the thing, like, you have to use the function keys to start the games, which really sucks. I'm beginning to think I should have had the high kicks and punches at the different buttons. But yeah, so I actually played, so I did a second round of Brutal Paws of Fury playing with the keyboard. I got a lot further because I was able to block during Kendo Coyote's section, but I still did have issues with it. So I got up to Psycho Kitty, and Roxy would have been immediately after Kendo Coyote. But it does feel like the opponents do get harder as you go on. Yeah, and I made the decision to play this with the keyboard specifically because I realized like some of the special moves were a little difficult to pull off. And I'm not very good with the special moves anyway, but luckily like this first MK like just using different combinations of attacks and learning your enemy and being. Oh my god. Okay, that's first legit loss. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's go around the different characters that I know how to play as. Though this is not starting off pretty promising. It's only the second opponent. And I already lost a credit. Like, at least I got up to, like, the third guy with Liu Kang. But yeah, so like I mentioned that I just legitimately really like Mortal Kombat 1. This, and part of the reason is that it looks so doinky. Like it's so nice to see like the humble beginnings of this. But obviously this also because I'm a huge fan of the 1995 movie, and because the movie was very faithful. Oh god. The movie was very faithful to this, the story of this. Like, obviously, like, not all the characters look like they did, and, well, for, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, it made sense because, the second... Well, actually, I think MK3 might have been out already. And I bought this collection off of GOG recently, and I got MK... so I have MK1 and 3 installed right now. And I suggested that, or I told as much that there was, I had a bit of an issue with the, that I have some issues with MK2, even though it's a nice looking game and everything. Oh, and another thing that I do really like about this, I keep getting the buttons mixed up, honestly. Here we go. We got to do the stage fatality at least. I love this. I don't know what the button is that I had to press after this. It says time is up, but I thought it would be down, but it's clearly not. Block will get you nowhere. Okay. So there's a reptile doing his cameo in this. Yeah, and so the thing that I really love about this MK specifically is especially like in this scene, it comes obvious, like the Enter the Dragon influence. Is so obvious. Like there's a lot of influence from multiple movies that they borrowed. Okay, yes, we got our first fatality as well. All right. But now I'm gonna do Liu Kang again. I'm not very good with most of the characters. Like, I hope maybe that's come up. Like, maybe it's become a bit obvious as you're watching this. But yeah, so, and, I got a flawless victory. Ah, nice. Kano. Yeah. Yeah, I know how to do some of Kano's special moves, but especially on this. Oh yeah, and you might have noticed that I'm not blocking a lot because that's like the one thing I've never liked about Mortal Kombat, that the block is its own button. Like, they did borrow, and Kano, takes a lot of, like, Kano is basically this game's Blanca. He has pretty much the same, like, specials and everything. I'm gonna keep going as Liu Kang because I was doing pretty well. And, one thing that I will say, especially over the years, I've been very vocally critical of the MK games' music. And don't get me wrong, I don't think the music in this is, like, amazing or anything, but like I said, it's one of those things that really does remind me of Enter the Dragon a bit. As Liu Kang especially, like, he's just, literally just, Bruce Lee knockoff at this point. Then and it was funny because it was such a gradual how they, changed his appearance over time. And the next game they gave him the... Wait, did he have a headband yet in MK2? I don't think he did. I think it was first it was that he grew out his hair, and then he got the headband. Oh, I'm really worried about the mirror match, though. I mean, I think I'm gonna... Oh, I saw the witch against the moon. I love the little cheesy highlights in this. Yeah, so my problem with MK2, well, it really is just it's so difficult. Like, even on the easiest difficulty in even like these home collections, And I did play that one on the SNES as well, but, you know, it's been long enough, and I did not play it as much on the SNES as I did this. So I didn't have this game for the Super Nintendo, but at some point, I want to say it was the late 90s. Yeah. So 97, 98-ish. Me and my family, we had to move out temporarily out of our, you know, home. This is my last credit, by the way. I'm gonna give Scorpion a chance, but I don't think I'm gonna win against Johnny Cage here. I love that you know. Okay, that was a bit of a cheese move on my part. Damn it! Teleport punch. How do I do it? There we go. You don't want to get stuck like repeating the the specials too much anyway, because you know then he'll do that. Okay, I managed to get it up to the mirror match. Okay, is it the block that I have to hit? Yeah, it is. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so... oh god, yeah, this is the one I remember, though. Yeah, so there was a... We moved into this, like... I don't know what it's called, like a detached house? But yeah, so we for one winter we lived in this different house, and then there was some kids in the neighborhood. They had MK1 and 2 on Super Nintendo, so I borrowed the game for a while, #1 from them, and I played it a fair bit. And yes, it was the the acclaimed version that had the the blood replaced with sweat, but I didn't care. Like that version is legitimately really good. I highly like. I really love it. All right, we got the iconic one. That one made it into the movie too. I love it. It's so cheesy and so stupid. Okay. All right, let's get going again. If it gets like too difficult, like I haven't played as Sub-Zero though. I should try it out. But I've never really been very good at Sub-Zero. Like in the first Mortal Kombat that I bought, myself was Deadly Alliance for the GameCube, and in that I learned to play as Scorpion pretty well. The thing I really like about the 3D era Mortal Kombat was that there was a lot of tactical aspects to it, because you could change combat styles. So, fighting styles basically on the fly, and you had 3 to choose from. And that I really liked, because, if your character's moveset was not, like, good for some character, then there was a little bit of strategy involved that you could, pick a different fighting style and then, try your luck with that. I never got to play, Deception. That was so MK6. Yeah, Deadly Alliance is 5. It becomes difficult to, consider. And by the way, I do have MK4 for this, but the thing is, like, one of these days, I really just want to play MK4 for, like, an optimized system, or just like a home version that is designed for that particular specific console, because it always the game feels so busted when I try to play it. And a part of it might be just a little bit of it probably is that I'm not don't know all the fine nuances of the game. Like, I'm not saying, but like the thing is with MK4 is that it's not really a 3D fighting game. It has 3D graphics, but it's very much still to the core like a classic MK game, just with a new coat of paint basically. But the fighting feels like so frenetic and chaotic that I'm always like, is the game really supposed to be like this fucking like chaotic and difficult to figure out? Because I get the feeling like it shouldn't be. I seriously, I know this sounds like I'm making excuses, but I seriously keep mixing up the buttons. I keep going slightly too far off on the keyboard, and that's why I keep screwing that up. But yeah, so Mortal Kombat, still, you know, a great, you know, fun, you know, video game movie. And I've mentioned many times before that there's some really awesome panels with Paul W. S. Anderson, Robin Show, and Lyndon Ashby. Because, and I'm sure I've mentioned this in some other, like, Let's Play video as well, but the thing is, what I find really cute about the whole MK movie crew is, like, they're all still, like friends, like Robin Show. Like, Robin Show and Paul W. Anderson, like, really became, like, really, really good friends thanks to that, you know, movie. Oh god, I messed up. Yeah. Which is funny because there's not like two, if you thought about, like, two people who are, like, the complete, you know, each other's complete polar opposites, like, personality-wise. Oh yeah, it was in the Mario 3 Let's Play. Oh my god, that was a long time ago. Yeah, but, like, it's so cute to think, like, this hardened Hong Kong, you know, stuntman, because that's what, well, stuntman slash actor, and then, you know, some, like, a nerdy guy from, not Liverpool, sorry, Newcastle, being friends. It's like such a weird thing to consider. Oh yeah, and also, well, I did Death Rally just recently as well, so I guess it's appropriate because this is kind of in the same ballpark of gory, over-the-top games. Robin Show was also in Anderson's, like, in a supporting role, but nevertheless he was in Death Race as well. And I think the funniest thing that Anderson has said about that was that he asked Show to do that role specifically so that he could, like, shave off his amazing 80s hair that he wears, because, you know, so, you know, here, like I said, here Liu Kang still is like an obvious, it's just a Bruce Lee knockoff. Oh, nice. You know, I don't feel bad about doing those because I'm shit at doing the fatalities, so it's nice to see that the computer's doing them. That Mortal Kombat logo also in the middle, it always looks really derpy to me. I will say, Kano maybe got, you know, Kano maybe got a little, done dirty a bit in the film. Like, don't get me wrong, Trevor Goddard played him really, really well. But, like, his fight scene with Sonya is, like, so no frills. I guess that's supposed to be, like, I guess that's a bit intentional because, you know, it's supposed to be a very, you know, personal, like, very raw one, because it's literally, like, you know, just, you know, Sonya getting her revenge for, you know, Kano killing his, her partner. But Kano wasn't, actually, that's the funny part, Kano was not Australian originally. He was, you know, he was Chinese-American originally, but then in the later games, like, even Midway was impressed with the movie, so that's why they later started incorporating elements of it into the actual games. I think Deadly Alliance was the first time when Kano, he didn't speak with an Australian accent because there was very limited voice acting in Deadly Alliance. There is a quest mode, but there's no, like, story cutscenes or anything. I don't know about Deception. Maybe it wasn't in Deception yet. But in Armageddon, yes, in Armageddon, Armageddon is the first time in the games when he spoke with a Australian accent. And I do seem to recall, like, unfortunately, I kind of fallen off the Mortal Kombat bandwagon quite badly in recent years. It's just because I don't keep up with modern gaming very much anyway, but, like, the most recent that I've played is Mortal Kombat X, and I do remember there were some scenes that were intentionally kind of referencing back to the live-action movie. Oh, it's Santa Claus! Oh god, I don't remember that. That was awesome. But that's the thing about these, like, Mortal Kombat, like, they weren't afraid to do these kind of cheesy things. And the other thing I was saying, man, it'll be sad if we don't get up to Goro, though. Also, by the way, notice how Raiden's, like, still spelled with a Y in this. So, on some of the other Mortal, like, references, like, you know, so there's a little bit of, you know, there's a little bit of Enter the Dragon in this, obviously, but Shang Tsung and Raiden specifically, you know, are supposed to be like, I screwed it up again, are specifically supposed to be, are specifically takes on characters from Big Trouble in Little China. So there was the guy with there were the guys with the straw hats in that movie, and some of them and one of them shoots lightning bolts out of their hands, and I think the other ones, I think they just flew around and used like these gnarly weapons. But the main bad guy was also this ancient, Chinese dude. It's a really silly movie. Highly recommend it. Like if you like cheesy 80s cheese, but you know. I wouldn't say, like, you know, as far as John Carpenter dealios goes, like, not my favorite. Well, he did his fatality too, but Liu Kang's is pretty lame. Okay, let me quickly check the settings. Because it would be nice to get up to Goro at least. Like, I think I'm gonna have problems with Shang Tsung, and now the problem is probably that I've gotten so used to the controls being the other way around. Yeah, Sonya obviously did not look like this in the movie, but like, you know, obviously it wouldn't have made any sense because she was, you know, in her warrior gear. I'm trying to remember if there's any specific movie that Scorpion and Sub-Zero were based off of, but I don't think they are. Johnny Cage, you know, was loosely based off Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I've heard the story is that, you know, that they actually wanted, you know, Jean-Claude to be actually like be in the game, but he wasn't interested because, you know, he was actually like at the peak of his career at that point, and you know. Oh yeah, I haven't played a Sub-Zero. I was supposed to. But like Sub-Zero's like moveset. Okay, he's got that, which I think is back and block. He's got the slide, which is like back and block. And then he's got like a freezing move, and that's about it. He doesn't do the floor freezing in this, which, to be fair, that's a pretty stupid move. Oh yeah, and Kano, obviously, you know, some Terminator 2 influence, or maybe just, you know, Terminator 1, because you know Arnie does, you know, reveal his like robot eye in that one as well. I'm trying to remember what was the name of the. Lin Kuei is the... Yeah, Lin Kuei are the ninjas that from like Sub-Zero's clan. But I'm trying to remember like who were the ones from Scorpion's. Like they put a lot more emphasis on Sub-Zero. Oh yeah, now I'm going up against Scorpion because Yeah, get your green ass out of here. Okay, I guess I was wrong. I did a dumb. I have no idea how that special moves are working. I thought it was back and block, but I guess I was wrong. But I'm not gonna start looking it up now. But I'm a bit annoyed because I would have wanted to, because I would want to go up against Goro. Oh, and Sub-Zero might actually have my favorite fatality in this. Like the Scorpion one is pretty iconic, but you know, Sub-Zero's the one who does the spine removal, which is another thing. Though I guess I have to say this about like. You know, I said that, you know, I've fallen off a little bit off the MK bandwagon a little bit, but, like, that's the other thing, like, you know, the fatalities in this, they're ridiculous. And yes, they did cause legitimate controversy back in the day, because, you know, people weren't quite used to games having this levels of, like, you know, these levels of cartoony violence. But, you know, now that you look at it back on it, like, this is, like, pretty stupid and ridiculous, and, you know, you would have to, you know, you have to be a pretty faint-hearted grandma to find anything in this game, like, super offensive. Like, okay, there's quite a bit of blood on that, so... come on. No. No, I'm pressing the wrong buttons! Yeah, no, no, no. I keep getting those mixed up. Okay. I don't know how I won that one. That was complete nonsense there. Oh yeah, and also, Sub-Zero probably has one of the most dopest fight scenes in the whole of Mortal Kombat movie, because... Which is funny when you consider the fact that it was the first one. It was the first one that they ever shot. And they told a really funny story about that in one of those panels, is that apparently, like, because, you know, Anderson had never filmed a martial arts movie before. What he was trying to do when he shot it the first time is that he actually tried to shoot the whole scene as a wide shot originally. And also in one take, and they did like, I think like 5 takes of the whole fight. So think about like how long that fight scene is, like, you know, Robin Show and then, I forget what the, Francois Petit, that was the guy who played Sub-Zero. Like they did that whole goddamn fight scene. And of course, because Robin Show obviously did all of his own fight scenes, obviously. Had no need for a stunt double. So you can imagine that on like the 5th take, like, they were both pretty tuckered out. And then, I think after that they realized like how bad it obviously looks, because if you think about, like, you don't shoot a fight scene exclusively from far off angles. So, then they eventually went in and did all the close-ups and things, obviously, but that's how that came about. And and the thing is, like, the studio didn't want originally to even film, the scorpion, the reptile fight. And Anderson was insistent that, yeah, absolutely you have to, because, it's a pretty important, because otherwise this character is, like, doesn't have any payoff. But, but that was done then during the post-production.
Johnny Cage wins.
And that's why, Johnny Cage doesn't actually appear in that scene, because Lyndon Ashby wasn't present for the shooting of that scene. So it's caused a little bit of a continuity problem there, if you will. Yeah, so, sorry, I've been kind of going all over the place, but, I was trying to when we get to if I get to the mirror match, let's put it that way. But, you notice with Liu Kang and Scorpion and everybody, like, how the mirror match, the alternate color modes are, for the characters, they look stupid, they really look bad. Because it's like they, like, changed the overall tone of the character, but they didn't give them, like, alternate colors or anything. So it's really difficult, and I remember this, playing, like, if you played this with somebody, a 2-player, for instance, like, it's impossible to really tell who's who in the heat of the fight. And I feel like, I seem to recall that they kind of kept doing that even much, much later on. And it seems like how do you not realize, like, this is this is an obvious, like, problem for you? Damn it. Are we not gonna get to the Goro fight? We've been going on for quite a while now. Let's give it another go. Damn it, I hate that when he dupes me. Yeah, it's looking bad. Okay, I was about to say I was getting a bit of flashback to Brutal Fist of Fury because, you know, I was also cheesing things a bit there. Damn it, it doesn't want to read my blog just before I do that, and I think I'm up to my last credit too. I mean, look at that. Like, it's just a darker shade of blue. How the hell? Sorry, I'm getting a bit quiet now. Oh my god, I did not expect to win that one. Alright, and now it's the fucking endurance rounds. I wish I was anybody else except Sub-Zero right now, though. Because, you know, fucking Kano's one of the guys. I do recall that there's a way to cheese, at least in the SNES version, you could cheese the second encounter. Like if you knock them out of the air, I think they lose like automatically. But you have to know which, you kind of have to be ready for which side they're gonna come up on. Oh man, and he fried my ass too. Do I have any continues left? I don't know. No, that's it. Well, we still got pretty far, and this is a pretty decently long episode of Mortal Kombat. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.